Mga kababayan, handa na ba kayo sa isang balitang yayanig sa mundo ng politika? Isang matinding bakbakan ang naganap sa International Criminal Court o ICC, at usap-usapan ngayon ang tila paglampaso ni Atty. Kaufman sa kampo ni Butuyan. Marami ang napanganga sa bilis at talas ng mga argumentong binitawan. Ayon sa mga huling ulat, hindi umano nakaporma si Butuyan ng ilatag ni Atty. Kaufman ang kanyang mga punto. Sa gitna ng mainit na hearing, nabulaga ang buong ICC sa bagsik ng depensa na ipinakita ng kampo na pabor sa ating dating administrasyon. Kitang-kita ang tensyon sa loob ng korte at tila napaatras ang mga bumabatikos. At hindi lang yan. Trending din ngayon ang reaksyon ni Boying Remula matapos ang nasabing kaganapan. Sabi ng marami, tila pahiya ang mga nagnanais gipitin ang bansa dahil sa galing na ipinamalas ni Atty. Kaufman. Good job, Atty. Kaufman. Ito ang sigaw ng mga netizens na tuwang-tuwa sa kinalabasan ng sagutan. Marami ang nagsasabi na ito na ang simula ng pagbagsak ng mga maling akusasyon sa. Ang tanong ng karamihan, ano na ang susunod na hakbang ng mga kumakalaban kay Ike? Mukhang nahaharap sila sa isang pader na mahirap tibagin. Tunay ngang nag-aapoy ang labanan para sa katotohanan. Kayo, mga kababayan, sang-ayon ba kayo natili ng pasok nga ni Atty. Kaufman ang kabilang panig? Ay type ang inyong mga matitinding opinyon sa comment section at huwag kalimutang i-share ang videong ito para malaman ng lahat ang totoong nangyayari sa Manatiling Gising Pilipinas.
That has infected them. When they will see and hear the utter cruelty, the sheer brutality, in other words, the brazen inhumanity of the crimes committed by Mr. Duterte, and the humanity of those whose lives were violently taken, it will rekindle the embers of humanity that still remain in their hearts. Many of these mini Dutertes or Duterte clones are actually victims of massive doses of fake news widely circulated online. They need to be vaccinated with the truth.
Anong pinagsasabi nitong si Butuyan? Anong vaccinated? Si Raulo ka ba? Ha, Atty. Butuyan? Sa bagay, no? Baka maganda-gandang pera ang in-offer sa'yo. Ilang maleta mo, Brad? Hindi, tatanong ako, magkano binayad sa'yo? O, ilang maleta? Para pakapalan mo yung mukha mo ng ganyan. Anak naman to ko, may korte sa Pilipinas, diyan ka nagdadaldal. Uwi ka sa Pilipinas, dito mo sabihin yan. Tignan natin kung merong maniniwala sa'yo. Siguro yung mga puti na yan, papaniwalaan ka. Pero sa Pilipinas mo sabihin yan, anak ng to ka, baka batuin ka pa ng kamatis.
And the truth vaccine can only come from the testimonies of witness of victims and evidence presented in a trial before this court. Truth is the antidote to the virus of impunity, Your Honors. The victims dread a future where charges are not confirmed in this case. It will mean that the virus of impunity will continue to spread and infect many more. Victims fear that Duterte clones will become an even bigger group that can elect another apostle of impunity as the Philippines' next leader.
Nako.
If that happens,
Kabahan ka na,
an
Butuyan.
even more serious condition of impunity can take place in the Philippines. Possibly worse than the orgy of violence that happened from 2011 to 2019, and this time there will be no ICC to run to for assistance and help.
Wala na.
The victims humbly beseech this honorable
Uubusin ni BP Sara yung mga durugista, yan ang sigurado. Kaya kung ako sa'yo, Butuyan, galing-galingan mo. Dahil pati yung mga nagbayad sa'yo, kung sakali man, bayad ka dyan ha. Yung mga nagbayad sa'yo, naku, pati yung mga yun, may kaalala dyan. At alamin ko talaga kung ilang maleta ang binayad nila sa'yo.
chamber to reaffirm the two crucial objectives of the ICC identified in the preamble of the Rome Statute. First, to prosecute and punish the most serious crimes that deeply shock the conscience of humanity. And second, to put an end to impunity and to contribute to the prevention of crimes of unimaginable atrocities. If this chamber confirms the charges, this court will achieve its first objective of prosecuting and, if convicted,
Pag medyo nag-i-stop-stop ho, sa ICC ho mismo yun, hindi sa atin.
punishing Mr. Duterte for the unspeakable crimes he is charged with. But achieving the first
Hindi, ganito na lang, buto yan. Kung talaga totoo sinasabi mo, bakit itong mga di umanong mga biktima, eto sila oh. Ba't nakatakip na mukha? Hindi na namin makita si Aling Sheila dyan. Hoy, buto yan. Walang yaka. Kung totoo sinasabi mo, ito yung mga di umanong biktima, magkano naman kaya ang pinagbababayad dito sa mga ano na to, itong mga individual na to. Nakatakip lahat ang mukha oh. Anong justice? Anong justice for Aldrin Castillo? Anong justice for Aldrin Castillo? Sa mga nakakakilala dito sa Aldrin Castillo na to, sabihin nyo kung talagang malinis yan o madumi yan ha. Ayun o, kung talagang asa na. Anak ng toka, natatakot kayo sa camera, bakit nakatakip yung mga mukha nyo? Kung talagang biktima yung mga mahal nyo sa buhay, ipakita nyo. Ipakita nyo pagmumukha nyo. Kaso ang hirap dito, pagka pinakita nila mukha nila, merong nakakilala, nagkanda loko-loko na. Yung mga kapitbahay nila sasabihin, nakilala ko yan. Yung anak niyan, pusher, runner yan. Diba? Yan ang hirap dito. Ngayon, itong si Butuyan, daldal ng daldal dyan sa ICC, yung mga rene-representa niya, di umanong biktima, anak ng toka, nakatakip ang mukha. Ang bihira. Ay, merong ano dito, merong foreignoy. Merong foreignoy dito, oh. Sino kaya to? Ba't merong foreigner dito? Ayun, oh, ito. Foreigner ko yan, mga kababayan. Ang ginagawa ng isang foreigner dito? Naku, talaga naman. Ibang klase talaga tong administrasyon ni Bangag. O, tuloy natin.
first objective will not automatically make this court attain its second objective. Merely putting forward the evidence gathered and the theory of liability of the prosecution will not necessarily resolve the second objective. This court should allow victims to testify, and the record of the proceedings must reflect the harrowing experiences of those impacted by humanity. It is the and the brutality, in other words, the utter inhumanity of the crimes masterminded by Mr. Duterte, so that the people who adore and idolize him, the people who have become disciples of impunity,
Raulo, ano pinagsasabi the people?
will see for themselves the inhumanity of the suspect.
Anong inhumanity? Mga durugista nga yun. Mga drug lord, brad. Alam mo, pinagtatanggol mo dyan, mga drug lord. Hindi mo alam. Oh, sana mga mahal mo sa buhay, hindi mabiktima ng mga adik sa kalsada, hindi matutukan ng panaksak at bigla na lang maging gripo tagiliran. Sana, wag! Kasi tayo dito sa PH Update, ang atin ho dito, para sa kapakanan na nakakarami. Hindi kapakanan ng mga durugista. Ang pinagtatanggol nitong si Butuyan, yung mga mahal sa buhay. O yung mga biktima na tulak at gumagamit ng ipinagbabawal na droga, yung mga perwisyo sa komunidad, yun ang pinagtatanggol nitong si Butuyan.
For this to happen, the charges should all be confirmed. The virus of impunity
Saka na naman, virus ka ng virus. Pag sinasabi mo yung mga katagang virus,
that
parang
has spread all over the Philippines
pumapasok sa utak ko Hindi,
very grave and serious, Your Honors.
yan.
Imagine a leader like Mr. Duterte, who proudly and publicly proclaimed his aspirations of following the footsteps of Adolf Hitler when he
Hyperbole! Figure of speech! Pambihira, oo. Yan ang abogado na pinagtatanggol ang mga siraulot, mga adik. Yan si Attorney Joel Butuyan, abogado ng mga adik.
said, quote, Hitler massacred 3 million
Attorney Butuyan naman?
Jews. Now there are 3 million drug addicts.
Oh,
I'd be happy to slaughter them.
Anong mali? Anong mali doon? Mga durugista yon, perwisyo sa bayan, nagnanakaw. Oh, di ba? Kung anong ginagawa. Anong mali doon? Nandiyan ka nga pala para pagtanggol yung mga adik. Pagtanggol mo lang, Atty. Joel Butuyan.
Unquote. And yet, he is worshipped by a huge number of Filipinos.
Oh.
In so many countries,
Kasi yung mga ordinaryong Pilipino nakalakad ng matiwasay sa kalsada nung siya presidente. Hoy, Joel Butuyan. Nung panahon ni Digong, ang mga durugista ang takot. Pero ngayong panahon nitong si Bangag, nako mga kababayan na ho natin, di na makalabas ng gabi. Bakit? Yung banta nitong mga durugista at mga kriminal na kung saan ang pinag-uugatan ng karamihan ng kanilang mga masasamang nasa utak dahil sa droga, sila naman ho ngayon ang namamayagpag.
you will need to hide your adoration of Hitler. Mr. Duterte flaunted it, and his fanatics are unaffected by it. Mr. Duterte has pronounced so many other horrible declarations meant to promote and encourage impunity, as it will be detailed tomorrow by my colleagues. And yet, he is idolized by a multitude of Filipinos. The defense will claim that he was merely bombastic and acerbic when he made these statements. But if he were merely being pompous and flippant, the people who were killed should be alive and laughing today at his supposed pranks and stunts.
Kailan ba nung pinakauli tayo nagmura dito sa PH update? Pwede yung pa isa? Isa lang. Isa lang, last lang, pwede. Mamaya pagkatapos ng salita nitong butuyan na to, doon tayo. Bibiray natin ng isang beses. Hindi ko talaga natin, hindi natin mapigilan na hindi banatan itong abogado na to na pinagtatanggol yung mga addict dyan sa ICC.
Mr. Duterte did not only order the mass killing of people suspected of being drug
Ilang maleta.
personalities, Your Honors.
Ilang
He's
maleta.
made
Ilang flood control kaya ang naperwisyo dito sa Pinamba. Hoy! Kaya ka.
Them with accusations of being rapists,
Ilang maleta.
murderers, and dangerous criminals.
Oh.
Mr. Duterte imposed an inflexible condemnation that if you are a drug personality, you are automatically a dangerous criminal who has engaged in unimaginable atrocities.
Correct. Pagka ikaw addict sa ipinagbabawal na droga, isa kang banta sa komunidad. Period. Tapos ang usapan, kahit paano mo depensahan sa mga bansang kagaya ng Pilipinas na third world country, pagka ikaw durugista, sigurado banta ka sa komunidad. Tapos ang usapan. Ngayon Brad, kung palang para sa iyo hindi banta, punta ka sa maglakad ka doon sa sa mga drug den, doon ka tumambay-tambay ka doon. Tingnan natin kung meron pang Joel Butuyan na magsasalita diyan sa ICC sa susunod.
The families of those killed did not only suffer the loss of a loved one, their families were even disgraced with being associated with a
Ang inan tong abogado na to.
rapist,
Palang ganitong klaseng abogado.
murderer, or dangerous criminal. Even after their loved ones were murdered, many families were subjected to deplorable injustices. Instead of gunshot wounds as cause of death in their death certificates, families were shocked to see pneumonia, heart attack, stroke, sepsis, and other false causes of death that were instead written down. Other families were charged substantial amounts. Some the impoverished families could not afford, just to retrieve the bodies of their loved ones from the funeral parlor who were suspected by the families of being in cahoots with the police officers. Some family members were even arrested and imprisoned by police officers on false charges and for the purpose of preventing them from complaining. In one particular incident, Your Honors, a young man and his common-law wife were sleeping in their shanty when men in civilian clothes knocked down the door to their house. The men
Total cinema ho ito mga kababayan. Total cinema. Uuwi sa Pilipinas itong si Joel Butuyan bilang isang traidor na Pilipino. Ay hindi, superhero ng mga adik.
drug the wife out of the room,
Joel Butuyan, superhero ng mga adik. Di ba? Ang ganda ng title mo, Brad. Abogado ng mga dorogista. Ang ganda, anak ng toka. Di ba? Abogado ni Parauhino. Ay, ang ganda, Brad. Gusto ko yung titulo mo ngayon. Joel Butuyan, tagapagtanggol ng mga adik. Aba, ayos.
the husband was already surrendering, and he even started to strip naked to show he had no drugs or firearm on his body.
Oh. Kwento mo sa pagong.
He said in the Filipino language, "Sir, malinis po ako, maghuhubad ako, sir." Translation in English, "Sir, I am clean. I will strip naked, sir." Still without mercy, the men shot and killed him. After killing the husband, they arrested the wife and accused her with falsified and non-bailable charges. When the deceased mother and cousin went to the police station to find out what happened to the young man, because
O yung mga adik, pagka umuwi itong si Butuyan, alam nyo, latagan nyo ng hero's welcome.
they were not in the scene of the crime when it happened, that
Kailan kaya uuwi itong si Butuyan? Lalatagan natin ng hero's welcome para sa mga bangag. Pagka umuwi ito, palagay ko magpapaparty sa Malacanang to si Marcos Jr.
two were also summarily arrested and charged
Pangit ng dating ng live na to ng ICC. Narumekta na ho kasi tayo kasi pagdating dun sa mga mainstream media at yung mga nagre-relive ng video, ganito din ho. Sa ICC ho pala, ganito na ho
fabricated
talaga yung
crimes.
feed nila.
if they were arrested and charged with fabricated crimes. If the Honorable Chamber confirms the charges in this case, the witnesses will and evidence will show that those who were smeared by Mr. Duterte before they were killed, they were inside their houses, sleeping peacefully with their families, eating meals with their loved ones, playing with their children,
Pushing drugs, sabihin mo. Pushing drugs, selling drugs, using drugs. Yan, sama mo yun.
or hugging their wives.
Dramatic.
Others were merely walking along the street,
Oh.
having snacks at a roadside eatery, or plying the road, earning a poor man's living.
Oh.
They were all doing ordinary, peaceful, and plain human activities.
Oh.
Confirming the charges,
Peaceful and human activities, nagbebenta ng droga sa kalye. Peaceful human activities, pupunta doon sa bakanting lote, bumabatak ng ipinagbabawal na droga. Yun ang peaceful para dito sa mga abogado kagaya nitong si attorney. Pwede pa ba kaya ng tawagin ato abogado tong Joel Butuyan?
will restore the dignity of those who were killed and the honor of their families. The prejudice suffered by the families of those killed did not begin and end with the killings of their loved ones. Each killing set off a chain reaction that is continuously churning out a daily crucible of harm, damage, and loss. By masterminding the mass murder of mere suspects, Mr. Duterte has brought irreparable and endless harm to the families. An overwhelming majority of those killed were the sole breadwinners
Ang problema,
of poor families.
breadwinner, nagtitinda ng droga. Si Raul, anak na to, ano yung breadwinner? Ay, bagay, kumikita nga pala. Pero dito sa ano na to, hindi ibinabalita kung gaano karami yung mga nagpasalamat kay Digong dahil nalayo sila sa ipinagbabawal na droga. Dito sa hearing na to, hindi na pag-uusapan yung milyong mga magulang na nagpasalamat kay Digong dahil nalayo sa illegal na droga ang kanilang mga anak. Wala ho dyan. yung mga kliyente lang siguro ng mga bangag nitong si Butuyan ang binibida niya dito.
These families were
Butuyan,
dependent on each day's wage
Alam mo,
for their daily sustenance. They were hand-to-mouth families.
hand-to-mouth
With the
families.
death of their breadwinners, the
Kumita na
widowed
yan,
spouses, a majority of whom are women, have had to take on the roles of two parents. On top of taking care of their children and maintaining the household, the widowed spouses now have the additional burden of being breadwinners for their families.
Diba, meron pa atang manghingi ng pera ito sa mga compensation ata o ang tatakbuhan nito mga siraulo na to. Anak ng toka, durugis na yung mga anak noong nagorgor, ngayon manghingi pa huwata ng danyos perwisyo itong mga walang yang to, itong mga di umanong biktima sa mga Duterte. Aba, pambihira! Ang yan.
Families have been driven to even far more serious destitution, Your Honors. The damage to the children is immeasurable.
Oh,
Their development and upbringing have been permanently compromised.
ganun talaga.
They have
Ganun talaga nagtinda ng droga yung magulang Ngayon, kung ikaw responsabling magulang, hindi mo pipiliin na pumasok sa mga ganyang klaseng trabaho dahil sigurado pag nayari ka, kawawa mga anak mo. Sinugal nila kinabukasan ng mga anak nila doon sa kakarampot na bariyang kikitain nila dyan sa droga na yan. Di natin sinasabi na madali ang buhay sa Pilipinas, pero marami naghihirap na lumalaban ng patas. Di ba? Pero para balikan nyo, itong si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, nagurgur kayo dahil nagtrabaho kayo ng illegal, ngayon babalikan nyo siya, anak ng tokwa. Teka, Atty. Butuyan, meron ho tayong problema dyan.
been walking through life with one missing parental limb,
Yan talaga.
losing a parent under very dark
Halimbawa ako, sobrang hirap ng buhay, hindi ko pipiling magbenta ng droga. Mangyari na magiging kargador tayo sa palengke, pumasok tayo sa kung ano pa mang trabaho, magko-construction worker tayo. Pero hindi ho tayo magbebenta ng droga, period. Di ba? Sila, nagurgur sila, pinasok nilang trabaho na yan. Isa sa ika nga risk, ang tawag dito, tawag dito, yung banta sa kanilang trabaho, pagka nahuli ka, pwede talaga magurgur ka. Kaya nga meron sila dala-dalang mga armas dahil alam nila illegal ginagawa nila. Ngayon, pinagtatanggol mo sila dyan sa ICC na yan, anak ng tokwa. Palakpakan natin, ito si Joel Bud. Wala pa tayo.
economic conditions and under the most violent circumstances results in wounds that will never heal and that will absolutely render them handicapped for life.
Ganun talaga, ang magagawa natin.
And then there's the indescribable anguish of parents who lost a child. No parent is supposed to outlive a child. Parents suffer a
Pangit ng feeds. Pangit ng feeds. Pero wala po tayo magagawa kailangan nun nating pagtiyagaan yan. Pangit talaga. Bayan.
They fought back. But the neighbors saw out or turned into a killing machine by Mr. Duterte.
Yun.
The Philippine National Police and the drug enforcement agencies have not made any initiative to purify the corrupted minds of their officers and personnel to our knowledge. The trial in this case will be a tremendous teaching opportunity that can work to rectify the warped and depraved minds of Philippine security officers. The charges need to be confirmed, Your Honors, for the sake of the entire country, which has been desensitized or made numb by the massive incidents of impunity and the glorification of impunity promoted by Mr. Duterte. The whole Philippines needs to know the real story during those bloody years. There has been no opportunity for the entire country to really find out the whole truth of what happened. It has been hush-hush, tidbits of sporadic news, and always drowned out by trolls who mass produce and broadcast false, fake, and fabricated news. The victims also attach a very important historical significance to this case. If the chamber confirms the charges, the trial proceedings will produce a historical record of the most bloody period of post-war Philippine history, a duty that the Philippine justice system has refused to perform. The historical account on the mass murder of so many Filipinos during the Duterte regime needs to be accessible to our future generations, just like the Nuremberg trials and the Tokyo trials, so that they will learn from it and not repeat the same mistake.
Ulitin! Ulitin! Tapusin! Tapusin! Di ba? Gurgurin lahat ng bangag. Di ba? Gurgurin mo lahat, anak ng toka. Ngayon kung ayaw mo magurgur, di wag ka pumasok dyan. Ganun lang naman kasi yan.
Selecting and glorifying leaders who preach and practice impunity. The prosecution has presented 78 instances of murder and attempted murder, clarifying that these incidents are only representatives of the extent of the crimes committed against thousands of civilians, Your Honors. The victims beseech the Honorable Chamber to remember that Mr. Duterte's bloody rule, both in Davao City and nationwide, resulted in as many as 30,000 victims of killings, more than 300,000 victims of arbitrary imprisonment, and unaccounted numbers of victims of torture, sexual assault, and other forms of crimes against humanity. For many families in the Philippines, the charges brought for confirmation in these proceedings.
Anong many families in the Philippines? Anak ng tokwa, mga dorogista at mga user lang mga rinirepresenta mo dyan. Huwag mo sabihin yung many families in the Philippines. Hanggang dyan ba naman? Hoy, buto yan.
Represent only a fraction of the reality the victims have endured. The victims beseech the Honorable Chamber to remember the hundreds of thousands of victims are banking on vicarious justice from this case. Finally, Your Honors.
Excuse me, Counsel, you have 5 minutes left.
Thank you.
5 minutes na lang, ikaw naman, ito naman si Buto yan. Ang gusto mo magdamag ka dyan, kahit na 10 araw ka magdadakdak dyan, siguro yung mga puti ang buhok na yan, yung mga banyaga na yan, maluloko mo. Pero sa bayan ng Pilipino, alam nila, ang tanong ngayon ng ating mga kababayan, ilang maleta ba?
Finally, Your Honors, the victims wish to humbly underline that what is ultimately at stake in these proceedings is the supreme of all forms of human rights, the right to life. The right to life is the very foundation of every civilized society. The ancestors of every nation fought against invaders, colonizers, despotic monarchs, and fascist leaders in order to secure the right to life of their families, their communities, and the future generations. The heroes of every country sacrificed their lives to defend the right to life of their people. We as citizens of modern societies are inheritors and beneficiaries of the sacrifices of our ancestors who bequeathed to us the right to life. We owe it to them to defend the supreme legacy for our generation and for the generations to come. For the past few years, Your Honors, we have seen an increasing number of nation leaders who time-traveled from the Dark Ages and now swagger in modern times as if they own people's lives. These brutal and cruel leaders must be held to account for their brazen disregard of humankind's right to life. Our ancestors fought in the battlefield to secure a right to life. In these modern times, the battleground for the fight to protect our right to life is within the four walls of this honorable court. May the God of
Right to life. Nandyan sa ano na yan, four corners ng korte na yan, si Raulo.
life, the God of humanity,
Oh.
guide the honorable members of this chamber. Thank you, Your Honors.
Sabi mo eh.
Merci beaucoup, Maître
Judge
Merci beaucoup.
Motok. Thank you very much, Counsel
Kasi
Butulian.
moto ko na to.
Now over to the defence, Mr.
O,
Kaufman.
defense tayo. Attorney Kaufman, game.
And
Excited
I
na ako.
thank Mr. Tuyan for his intervention. But I
Nanamnamin ho natin to kay Attorney
feel that I
Kaufman.
ought to remind him that this is a court of law
Pangit ng feed.
which decides matters on the basis